Hello, and I'm so glad that you're watching this video. Welcome to Basic English Conversations episode 15. And today we're going to deal with the topic advertisements. So, advertisements are omnipresent, isn't it? Just like God, wherever you go, there are advertisements. So I can assure you that by the end of this video, you would have learned a lot of great vocabularies and phrases that you can use in this topic and also speak confidently if someone ever raises a topic about advertisement. So let's begin. So the first question that they could ask you is, do you like watching advertisements? So there are two things that you can say. Either you can say, yes, I love watching advertisements, or you can say no. So, since I personally dislike watching advertisements, I have written that answer first. I detest watching advertisements. So, the meaning of the word detest means if you dislike something very intensely, then you can say the word detest. Like you can say, I detest eating sushi because it is made up of sticky rice and maybe raw fish. So, detest is a strong word that you can use if you do not like something very much. So, I detest watching advertisements. The prime reason is that. So, instead of saying the main reason, you can say the prime reason is that they are so repetitive, isn't it? You see the same ad over and over again that it can get on my nerves. So, get on my nerves is an idiom which means makes me irritated. Like, for example, the loud music that is played by my neighbor, it gets on my nerves. So, if anything makes you really irritated, you can say it gets on my nerves. So, we have already learned two vocabularies. Let's go forward. So, they are repetitive, that it can get on my nerves. Besides this, most advertisements are misleading, isn't it? They exaggerate the benefits and can create unrealistic expectations among people. And that is why I dislike watching advertisements because they are repetitive and also misleading. Now, imagine you are a person who likes watching advertisements. Then you can say, I am fond of advertisements that are witty. So, not all advertisements, that the advertisements that are witty. Witty means what? Funny. That tickle my funny bone. If something tickles your funny bone, that means it makes you laugh. Or has a beautiful message that is conveyed to the public. I appreciate well crafted ads that strike a perfect balance between being engaging as well as that seems realistic because many a times they blow things out of proportions. So, blowing things out of proportions is a phrase which means they exaggerate it. है ना बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलते हैं. So I like ads that are well crafted, that are witty, or that has a beautiful message that is portrayed, and also that is engaging. So it doesn't make me bored. So engaging is doesn't keep you bored, as well as it seem realistic. So it shouldn't be like it is exaggerating the benefits just to attract the customers. So you can use these phrases also. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. Will you buy something because of an advertisement? So, if you're not very sure, then you can say I might, means I may or may not. It actually depends on the product. One boon means vardhan. That is, you want to say one benefit. of having advertisements is that it creates an awareness that such a particular product exists in the market. So, because if the product was not advertised, I would never know that such a product exists in the market. So, I would then do an in depth study weighing the pros and cons. कि सच में क्या है, इसमें ज्यादा positives है, अच्छी चीजें है. Check the genuineness of the product, how genuine the product is, or are they trying to cheat me, or are they fraudsters who are trying to take money out of us? Or another word, are they trying to swindle money? Swindle means like fraud करके पैसे लेना. Are they trying to deceit? Deceit is again cheat and take money. So I'm going to check the genuineness of the product and make an informed choice of if I really need it, or has the advertisement allured me to buy a product I actually don't require. So allured means that has attracted me. So many times these advertisements portray in such a way that without that product our life is incomplete. So after all these, after weighing the pros and cons, checking the genuineness of the product, if I really need it, and only then that I would buy something. The next question, how do you feel when you see pop-up ads on the internet? So you know, right, when you visit social networking sites or if you are on Google, a lot of pop-up ads come up. So how do you feel? So you can say, I feel exasperated or vexed. So exasperated means really irritated and frustrated when I come across pop-up ads on the internet. Now, you said you feel irritated or exasperated. So, you have to see why. Because they interrupt the work we are trying to accomplish, and many a times they end up distracting us. That is why I feel exasperated when such ads pop up. I have always despised it. Despised means hated it. And I do not recollect anyone stating that they have enjoyed the pop up ads ever. I know. Does anyone say I love pop up ads? Definitely not. Okay, so here we have learnt another word which is despise. So if you despise something, that means you really hate it. You can say, I despise going to a relative's wedding, or you can say, I despise eating Indian sweets. So anything, if you hate it, then you can say, I despise it. If you remember, I taught you another word in the beginning, in the first question. What was it? I detest it. Yes. So please take down these words so that you can remember them. Okay, let's move forward. Why do you think that there are so many advertisements now? So we are bombarded with advertisements everywhere, mainly because it helps business promote their product and helps boost sales. Adverts have the power to be ingrained in the minds of people. So when people want to buy a particular product, they tend to buy a familiar product that they have heard of. Therefore, consistent advertising builds trust and brand affinity among the customers. So, affinity means a particular liking towards that particular product because you already know it and you're familiar with it. Like, so imagine you go to a store and there is MDH masala and maybe ABC masala. So you'll be like, oh, MDH to suna hua hai. I already know. I'm familiar with this product. I've heard it also. So there's a high affinity that you are going to choose a product that you are already familiar with. So therefore, it helps business promote their products and also boost sale because advertisements get ingrained in the minds of people. Okay, so that is why a large chunk of money is allotted and spent on marketing and promotions by these brands. The next question: what is the main difference in how advertisements used to be promoted in the past and how is it different now? Okay, so there is a key difference. Key means there is a main difference in the medium used for promotion. In the past, businesses used to promote their products by broadcasting on the radio or on television, or you can even say by distributing pamphlets or flyers. However, now most of the publicity happens on social media or by approaching social media influencers because business owners believe that these methods have the highest reach among people, isn't it? The next question: should the government control the advertisements in any way? So, the answer is yes, of course. The government should restrict advertisements that promote illicit products or habit forming items. Likewise, any vulgar or cheap promotions or the ones that mislead the people should be banned. Such advertisements should be banned so that there could be a regulation to safeguard the people. So the government is vested with the responsibility of safeguarding the interest of people and making sure that such advertisements are not promoted among the people. Because people are naive. What is naive means? They can easily be allured or they have a lack of experience or judgment. That is why it is the responsibility of the government to make sure that the people are not misled and they don't indulge in wrong activities. Now, moving to the next question: describe an advertisement that you liked. So, you can speak about any advertisement, but now imagine nothing comes to your mind. I have a sample answer written which you can go through. One of the advertisements that has made a profound impact on me is the Nescafe coffee ad that was broadcasted in the year 2014. It is the story of a stammering comedian where initially he faces a lot of failures and rejection because people were not patient enough to listen to him because he used to continuously stammer. Stammer means haglana. Okay. And his stammering was a hurdle when it came to his comedy timing. Hurdle means it was a obstacle. So obstacle is a hurdle because whenever he would try to tell a joke, it would come. The stammering would be a problem. So his stammering was a hurdle when it came to his comedy timing, but he uses his stammering in a positive way and makes jokes so that his stammering becomes his strongest asset. So what did he do? He told jokes in such a way that his stammering became his strongest asset and his drawback was used in a positive way. So it teaches us a valuable lesson that through hard work, perseverance, and a never give up attitude, we can achieve anything in life. And stumbling blocks are a part of everybody's life. So stumbling blocks are थोड़ा तुम गिर जाते हो लाइफ पे but फिर भी you have to get up, stand up and move forward. So because this advertisement gives a life lesson and a reason that we should be empathetic towards people with any form of disability and that even people with disability should not be disappointed with life but move forward. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you got to learn a lot of new things. Please subscribe if you haven't. And until we meet next time, take good care of your health and study well.